TikTok and YouTube. We are live. We are live. We are live. So I wanted to jump on here this morning. Um, I think I made the title Hustle and Motivate. Nipsey Hussle is one of my favorite rappers in the world. I ain't gonna lie. Um, and I was listening to him earlier this morning, the Hustle and Motivate song. And so I was like, you know what? Let me jump on real quick for some of y'all and give you a little empowerment push this morning. Hey, Goldie, how are you this morning? So, one of the biggest things I'm gonna say is when you have a goal that you want to accomplish in life, especially as we get older, right? I don't know, you know, some of you all, everybody have different experiences in life and um the people who you have around you, right? So for me, one of the things that I learned to do very, very early on in life, okay, is separate from people. So like right after high school, right, probably right after college, I really, really separated myself from people. And so when I say people, I mean the friends that you carry with you in life, right? But as you start growing and as you start thinking about like how you want your life to be, how you want to see your life, how you envision your life, you also have to do what I like to call as a uh what's the word I want to say? You also have to do a the whole word that I want to say is right on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot think about it. So I want to say it the right way, but I'm gonna say you also have to do a check, right, with the people that you have in your life, right? You have to look at and analyze. Okay, if I want to go here, I have to look at who I'm hanging around, who I'm talking to in life, right? Because honestly, that plays a role, and it actually hinders a lot of you all in life with your your surroundings, right? Who you grew up with. A lot of times we say, "Oh, you know," I used to hear people say like, "Oh, no new friends." Baby, half the people that I grew up with, not half, all of the people. I had two female friends that I probably was like actually cool with, that was long term. Both of them gone, right? Most of the people that you grew up with, that you have long term relationships with, analyze those relationships. Look at those relationships. What is attaching you to that person? The conversations that you have. Are you talking to that person about elevating? Are you talking to that person about building? Are you talking to these people about growing? Or are these people that you just party and kick it and gossip with? Right? If this person, every time you talk to them, y'all only talking about somebody else, that's not productive, right? If every time you hanging out it's drama, it's mess, and you don't feel right, because I'm gonna say this too early. If you don't feel right, don't go. Because I used to allow so-called friends to have me in places and I knew I didn't want to go, right? I'm like, I don't want to go there, but I would go because my friends wanted to go, right? So but when you put yourself in spaces where the energy is not there and you know it's not there, don't force it, because in the long run it just kind of makes you more resentful, with, you know what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Maybe you never had that. For me, I knew I was different at a very early age. Very, very different. I knew that I did not think like everybody else. I knew that I didn't think like the people around me in my neighborhood, in my community. I knew that I was not going to be a statistic of my community, because a lot of us fall into the statistics of your neighborhood, right? Being a drug dealer, ending up, being a teen mom, or ending up having you know, a child in the neighborhood by, you know, somebody that you shouldn't have damn had no kid with, right? So for me, I was looking at this. I would see how some of my friends got caught up, and I'm like, nah, I don't want that, right? So you got to pay attention to your life and your surroundings in order for you to actually make a change, in order for you to do something different, right? You have to pay attention to that. You have to be aware of that. So the first thing is being aware, right? So if you ain't aware of that, then that's already not on your mind. But once you are aware of that, you have to actually pay attention to that, and you have to lean into that. So when your intuition tell you don't go somewhere, don't be somewhere, you have to be okay with saying that, right? My cousins used to talk crap about me all the time, like, you don't never want to do this, you don't never want to do that. Every time I go somewhere with y'all, we end up fighting. I'm a whole business owner. I cannot be out here on 79th for Stony Island fighting because I got shit I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a brand, a business. That don't look good for me to be out here fighting every weekend because y'all get drunk and don't know how to hold your liquor. So as much as I love my cousins, I had to quit hanging with them. So I had to tell them no. And I had to be okay with them talking they stuff. Oh, you scary. Oh, you this. Okay. And and most of those people love my family to death, but most of them are still doing the exact same thing. Partying and kicking it every weekend, still living check to check, still on some type of government assistance. I'm about the only one that's out of my cousins that's probably doing, that has my own business. I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that's doing something productive, because they're still productive and working. But life-wise, a lot of them are still stagnant with just partying and kicking every weekend. That ain't life to me. That's not life for me. So you have to be okay with people not understanding your calling and where you see yourself. Don't, because in our community, we love to allow, you know, people love to try to put you down like that. Oh, you scary, or you this, you that. Let them call you names. Let them think whatever the hell they want to think. Because at the end of the day, you got a vision. You see something different that they don't see. Okay? So you can't allow friends, family, people in your neighborhood to run their mouth and talk smack. Let them people think how they want to think, baby. Okay? Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is they're going to be the ones calling you. Because let that be clear. I'm not calling family members asking them for no money. I'm not. But they definitely calling me and asking me for something, right? So again, you have to do what's best for you in life and not allow your peers and your family to get in your ear to the point where you sacrifice your life. Because at the end of the day, everybody gonna do what's best for them. And if you have kids coming up behind you and you know you want something greater, you know you don't want to be living check to check, you know you don't really want to be stuck on government assistance your whole life, then you have to actually make some real steps to doing that. You get what I'm saying? And so part of that is separation. So the other thing that's going to happen is you're going to have to be okay with separating yourself. You're going to have to be okay with being alone. I'm alone 99.9% of the time, and I love it. But I'm also used to that. I'm an only child. I'm my mom's only child. I have step siblings, but I'm my mom's only child, right? So I'm used to being by myself. I got 100+ cousins. So I was never alone. Okay. I was never alone growing up. Because back then we got dropped off at grandma's house and you was with all your cousins. Okay. So I had plenty of people to be around. But as again, I saw different in my life, you have to separate yourself. You have to be okay with the season of separation. So for some of y'all, if you're going through a season of separation right now, and when I get on and talk like this, I'm called. So I'm talking to somebody on here. God telling me right now, I'm literally listening. When you get pulled into this season of separation, all right, it's your time. Some of you are denying it. You're pulling away from it. And honestly, God is showing you people right now. He's removing people out of your life. Okay? He is showing you people. Okay? He is showing you actions. I'm going to just even share with you my personal experience. I have never had great experiences with females and friendships, right? I don't have a whole lot of female friends. So the two that I really, really, really poured into and gave like my all to, it's always something, right? So sometimes you have to be okay with letting these people go. Okay? Even if you got to cry about it, because friendships are similar to relationships. When you've been with somebody 15 years, 20 years, right? And you're like, oh, that's my best friend. We love to put titles on people. Okay, but at the end of the day, people are still people. Whether you calling them your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your auntie, at the end of the day, these are still human beings. And human beings are going to act and do what human beings do, which is usually what's best for them. Okay? So don't be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed. It is what it is. But don't take it to heart when that best friend, when that sister, when that mama, when that daddy do something that hurts you, right? Does something that is unbelievable. And you like, wow, that's what we on? You know what I mean? Keep it moving. Look at the situation for what it is. Cry about it, pray about it, do whatever you got to do. Release it, and then go and understand that that was a separation that needed to happen. Because a lot of times you have people that are attached to you that are not supposed to be going with you to where you going, right? And so honestly, for me, once that happened with both of those females, my life took a whole nother other different turn and direction. This last year, it's just been one thing after another. And so I've paid attention to that again, when he separates you and when he starts revealing these people that are in your life and show you exactly who they are, take that for the face value that it is. Stop saying and giving them grace and saying, oh, well, that's just how they are. Oh, no. All right. In order for people to grow, you can't remain the same. People that be like, well, that's just how I am. Well, baby, you ain't ready for growth then. Because when you grow, you ain't just stuck in your ways with nothing. We all can grow and change. All right. So if you in that mindset, you not somebody that's in my circle. Because I can learn and grow every single day. I'm not the same person I was 6 months ago. I'm not the same person I was 3 months ago. So if you stuck in that mentality, well, it's just how I am, you're in a lack mindset, and you're gonna stay stuck, and you probably not really gonna go far in life. Because if that's how you feel, and you're not willing to open yourself up and do bigger and better, then you lacking. That's just what it is. You're not maturing. You want to stay stuck and stagnant, because that's what that means. If you got that mentality, well, this is just how I am. Okay, stay stuck and stagnant. All right. So if you want to grow, okay, I think I put hustle and motivate on here, but it's a whole nother other live. But if you want to grow, that's literally what you got to look at. You got to look at life for the face value that it is, and stop putting so many labels on people, right? Just because you call that person your best friend, that don't mean your best friend won't stab you in the back, baby. Just because that's your mama or your daddy, that don't mean they won't hurt you or steal from you or take some money from you or whatever happened, right? It is what it is, and you have to look at people for being human beings. All right, take the label and the title and the emotions out of it, and when you look at them for being the human being that they are, then life will be so much easier and better. All right, then you can actually grow. And then once you do that, because again, you have to be into the mindset to where you don't care. And the thing is majority of you care what other people think about you, right? It is what it is. There's nothing wrong with it. We grow up like that, right? Oh, what does my family think? Or what does my friends think? You always want to get the opinion of what other people think sometimes without moving forward. So you also have to get into that place and that mindset of where you're okay with other people not being okay with your decisions, right? And you have to also be okay with not caring of what other people think. Because then when you really get to that point in life where you like, I don't give a damn what you think. I'm gonna do me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Baby, That's a whole nother other level up in life. Okay, that's a whole nother other level of mindset that you done tapped into. So now you about to go into a whole nother other realm. You about to go into a whole nother other dimension. All right. Seriously. You about to go into a whole nother other realm mentally, because now when you have taken that place of judgment of people up off of you, it's a whole different feeling of relief and freeness. It's like freedom, if that makes sense. You get what I mean? Because you're not weighed down by other people's opinions. So once you have really reached that level, oh, watch how he really about to put some stuff in your life. Watch how he really about to change your life now, baby, because now you're ready. Now mentally you're ready to handle it, right? Especially for those of you who want to be an entrepreneur, you want to start a business. Baby, if you are an entrepreneur, you cannot care about what somebody think about you. You cannot allow other people's opinions to rub off on you. Do you know how many times people told me I would not make it doing the business that I'm doing? Do you know how many times people didn't believe? You know what I'm saying? So as long as I saw the vision, I had to see the vision. I had to maintain the vision. And now 14 years later, you know, people see, right? People see like, but damn, you ain't stopped. You ain't, no. Because I saw this. It don't matter that you didn't see it. And that's the other thing, because it don't happen overnight. Stuff like this is a process. All right? When you doing the work, when you doing a shift in a mindset, when you doing life-changing things, when you are creating something that has never been created before, and like in my case, I'm creating something that has never, ever been created before, right? I'm building something from the ground up. That's not something that's going to happen overnight. So a lot of people, when they don't see results right away, they ready to give up. So if you're not making money in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, you ready to throw it away. But then that means you're not really committed to the assignment, right? Because at the end of the day, some of us, God gives us an assignment. Actually, we all have an assignment on here. Y'all just maybe have not figured out what your assignment is. All right. But I knew very early on, at the age of 7, that I was different. That I was born different. I thought different. When I was 15, I started my own little hustle. I was selling candy. Then I was selling purses. But I always been an entrepreneur, right, in the mind. But I knew very early on that I didn't think like everybody else around me. And even though I grew up in the hood, I lived like a double life. I like to say that's why I'm a Gemini. But I call myself, the book that I'm writing is called Gemini Twins. Because I literally feel like I lived a double life. And that's another reason why I wear this book smart, street smart shirt. Because I am book smart and I'm street smart. I grew up in the hood, but I'm also educated, because my father and my grandparents on my father's side was very, very, very serious about instilling education in us, right? And so when you know that you different from her, when you know that you don't think like everybody else around you at a very early age, your life is different. You know, some of y'all on here agreeing, saying it's confirmation. So you understand what I'm saying there. So when you know that, okay, God gives you an assignment, and sometimes you know that assignment at a very early age, but we fight against it. I fought against my assignment for so long. All right, I had to finally release in 2018 when I lost everything. When I lost my house, I lost both my cars. It's almost like he had to, what does she say? Gracefully break me. I was gracefully broken, right? I lost everything. So that means at that point, because I lost everything and I was so focused on me, like I was doing it, I had quit talking to God. My father passed away 10 years ago. So after my father passed, I quit talking to God. I was mad at God. But I had went through so much warfare in that time that I was not talking to God, right? And so I had to lose everything. And I feel like sometimes in life, you're going to go through something where you feel like you have hit rock bottom. And at this point, that's the point where your creator, the Most High, I'm not religious. I don't do religion, but I do have a relationship with our creator, with the Most High. So the terminology that I use, God, Most High, all that, God, we used to saying God because that's what we taught. That's what we indoctrined with, right? But you can call your creator whatever you want to call him, right? Don't get stuck on the world, religion, and terminology. You just didn't wake up here. Somebody, something brought you here, right? Allowed your mother to birth you, and now you're here, right? So we have a creator that designed all of this, right? So how I talk is I say God, I say the Most High, but I have a conversation with my creator. And as you start pouring into more of having a conversation and asking God, why am I here? What made you drop me on this earth, right? Why did you put me here? And you start asking those kind of questions, or wherever you are in life. If you feel like you're not where you should be in life, ask God, right? The older people used to say, don't question God. Baby, bye. I question God about everything. And he actually responds to me. He will send you signs and symbols, okay? So you have to actually don't worry, Prime Talk. I ain't gonna go too deep with him. That's why I let it go, right? I ain't gonna go too deep with him. But baby, those who know, you understand. You know what I'm talking about. Your level of freedom. Spirit, right. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't, that's what I said. Some people even have a problem with you saying spiritual, right? Because baby, I ain't Christian. I ain't Baptist. I ain't Buddhist. I'm not getting into that religion. All right. Period. So that's why I say, I got shirts coming too. I say that seriously. Man is religion. God is relationship. Okay. Have a relationship. Start working and talking to your creator. Because in the past, I was walking around cocky like I'm doing everything. I was walking around like I'm getting up and doing this, and I wasn't waking up and saying, thank you, God. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for my eyes, my hands, my mouth, my ears, because guess what? Somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody woke up and can't see, and they used to could see yesterday, but today they blind. Somebody woke up and could not use their voice. Somebody woke up and couldn't talk, couldn't speak. Somebody woke up and couldn't use their hands or walk or their feet. So now when I wake up in the morning, once I got gracefully broken and I lost everything, I had to pour into him. I didn't have no choice but to talk to God, right? And so to me, that's the ultimate point in life, where you get to that point where everything is going wrong, to where he waiting on you. He like, I'm just waiting on you to come holler at me. You around here talking to everybody, your man, your sister, your auntie, your cousin, and all these people doing is just talking about you. They just gossiping about what you told them. You thinking they about to help do something for you. They not about to do nothing for you. They just having conversations about you, right? All the time, the man who can help you is waiting on you. Waiting on you to say, reach out. Hey, I need you, God. But y'all can't just call on God when you need him. That's what I had to learn too. You can't get in a bind and now you be like, oh God, oh, I need you, God, right? That's most people call him when you in desperate need. So you have to start having this conversation and thanking and praising and being appreciative. Gratitude, oof, baby. Literally, once you start showing gratitude for your life, watch how he will start changing your life. Once you start showing gratitude, literally changing the words from, I don't like the mornings. I used to say that. I'm not a morning person. Well, what if he don't wake your ass up tomorrow? You're going to be a morning person then, ain't you? Right? So it's power in the tongue. Stop talking like that. Don't say you don't like the morning. Instead, say good morning. Wake up and say, good morning, God. Thank you for waking me up this morning. All right? Thank you for allowing me to open up my eyes, for allowing me to be able to get out of my bed, for allowing me to be able to see. My morning is good morning, Father. Thank you, God, for waking me up this morning, allowing me to have eyesight, allowing me to use my hands, allowing me to use my voice. I use my voice on here to talk to y'all. I have a platform speaking. So I have to ask God every single day to cover my voice, cover my mind, cover my heart, and allow you to come through. Use me. I say, Father, use me. Use me how you want me to be used, how you want me to speak to your people, how you want me to speak to your community, right? Because a couple of years ago, I was on here cussing y'all out because I was mad and frustrated, right? And so I had to go to God and I had to ask him, how do I talk to these people? Because I can't cuss these people out every single day, right? It's okay to have a session every now and then where you get in their behind. But I'm not reaching them because I'm cursing at them. I'm yelling at them, right? And so he had to have a conversation with me. He had to sit me down. I had to do some work. I had to figure this out because I'm like, okay, if this is the assignment that you gave me, right? I was fighting the assignment for so long. Now I understood. This is my assignment. You have made me this way since I was a kid. All right. I finally decided to listen. Okay. So now that you understand your assignment, you have to ask him how to use you in that assignment. You have to ask him what to do, how to do it. If you want to be a business owner, you have to ask him, what business do you want me to do? If he puts this on your mind and your heart, then he wants you to do that business. And guess what? He's also going to send you clients to help you to build that business. You're not going to struggle. So some of you overthink and you like, well, if I do this, what if this happened? What if that happened? Sometimes you spiritually weigh yourself down. Sometimes mentally you are putting out there negative energy before it even happened. You blocking your own blessing, right? So if you do this work, if you do this mental growth and work in the beginning, which is having this conversation, starting off simple, okay? Nobody asking you to go to church tomorrow and start reading the Bible. No. Self-work starts with you. And it could start with something as simple as, good morning, God. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for blessing me. Thank you for allowing my kids. Y'all got kids. For allowing my kids to wake up this morning. We good. We got a roof over our head. We got hot running water. I learned that when my house went into foreclosure, I moved into my office. I lived in my office for 11 months. I barely had hot water. I had to go shower at my mama's house or go to the gym and shower. So now when I get up and I shower every morning in my house with my hot water, oh, I'm in that shower saying, thank you, Father, for hot water. Thank you for a bathroom. Okay? Like when you are used to something and then it gets taken away, baby, your gratitude and your appreciation level is a whole nother other. Okay? So that's why I said he gracefully broke me, baby, because everything that I had it literally was taken away. It was like, oh, okay, you don't appreciate none of this, son. We're gonna remove all this stuff out of here. And so then all I had to do, I had no choice but to sit in that dark room every night in my office after I would service my clients, do my tax clients, do my business clients. Then I would go to that back room and sit there in the dark and cry and pray to God to get me out of that rut at time. I felt it was a rut in life. But then as I started talking with God and communicating with him more, I learned that he separated me. Because I could easily went and got me another crib. But in my mind, if y'all don't know, I'm a tax and I'm a business consultant. So I'm a numbers person. I'm like, hold on, I'm at this office 12 to 14 hour days. Why would I go pay rent $1,500 a month when I got a three room office here? I'm just gonna move everything in my office. So I packed up everything out of my house, sold what I could, and I packed up everything in my second room as a mini storage, and I set up my back room as a mini hotel room. people that's in my Solo the Squad community, I'm gonna show y'all the video. I took some videos of me in that time frame. But I had my back room set up like a whole mini hotel room. I had my king bed in there. I had my TV, my dog bed. I had my bike. And that's where I was at for 11 months. I had to mentally be prepared. He had to mentally separate me in that time frame. And when I came out of that room, when I came out of that office and moved, and that's when I bought my family house back. Because I had saved up, because I wasn't paying rent to somebody else. Right? I was already paying rent in my office that was $2,000. So that's why I said it made no sense for me to go get no house. I'm paying $2,000 a month for this office, baby. Here we go. We're going to live right here. Right? So I sacrificed for 11 months. But I also was saving. So when the opportunity came for me to buy my family house back, I had the $40,000 in cash. That's how I bought my family house out of foreclosure. That's how I got my first investment property. Then a year later, last year, I bought another house on my block that I grew up on. So I went from losing my house to foreclosure, not having a house, living in my office, to now I'm up 2 properties. Now I'm getting ready to get into commercial properties and buying more land and property, right? So you can go through anything in life. Do not allow that time to determine the rest of your life, okay, y'all? Just because you lost something, just because something happened to you, do not sit in that rut and lay there. You have to get up. You have to pick yourself up. Because most successful people in life have been through something more than once, okay? So it's not what you've been through, it's where you're going, right? We all got a past. We all got a story. That's why it's called the past. You see that? That's why it's behind you, right? You have the present and then you have the future. So you have to focus on, what do you want your future to look like? What do you want your future to be and see? You get what I'm saying? So that's another thing why I guess I had to go through what I went through, because at first I was like, how I'm on here teaching people financial literacy and I done lost my whole house. I was embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. I was embarrassed. So I kind of shunned away from being online for a little while when I was going through that. And then God had to tell me, this is exactly the reason why you're the perfect person to say it. Because you experienced it. You've been there. You've done that. So people would actually rather hear from somebody who's experienced it, been there, done that, and came out of it, than somebody who never been through it. Right? So, and it's okay with saying it. Because today, too many people are ashamed or want to act like you ain't never been through nothing. Baby, I'm not about to get on this app and act like I ain't never been through nothing. Just because you go through a hardship financially don't mean you're not a good person. Just because you lost your house don't mean you're not a good person. Just because you lost your car don't mean you're not a good person. Right? If you didn't know that, I'm here to tell you. All right? Everybody in this life go through something. Most people just not willing and strong enough to say it. Like, that's just the reality. People go through stuff every single day in this life. The average person is just not strong enough to say it. They're embarrassed, just how I was, right? But that's one thing that God was keeping with me was, baby, you're real and you're honest. And there's nothing wrong with being that way. And no, you do not have to dummy yourself down and sugarcoat nothing down. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. That's my whole motto. The truth. I don't got a lot to kick it. I don't care what you think of me, right? That's the whole point. When you tell the truth, it just comes out so easily. You don't got to think about it. You don't got to lie. You don't have to keep up with a lie. A lie you got to keep up with. And most of y'all can't maintain them lies, right? So just tell the truth. It ain't hard. People either going to accept it or they're not. Seriously. But you are a lot more genuine in life to yourself and to others when you just tell the truth. That's it. All right? So I don't want y'all to be out here faking it and phoning it. YouTube, unfortunately, my battery is about to die and I do not have the car on. to charge it up, or my charger in the car. TikTok, y'all good, but YouTube, my battery is about to die. So because my battery is about to die on YouTube, I see some of y'all on here commenting. Y'all probably just agreeing with me though, but I'm gonna just go through the comments real quick. Sweet STL, yes you do, baby. And a lot of successful people live a lonely life. It's lonely at the top. That right? That's the saying. That's real. It's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. Because as you keep growing, the people around you are gonna start showing their true colors. Most people are not happy for you that you winning. Especially if they not trying to grow with you. That's why your friends and family cannot be around everything that you're trying to do, because they automatically think that they supposed to be a part of it, be a part of your success. But you wasn't in the gym shooting with me. You're not in here taking none of this. You're not in here sacrificing nothing. So just because you my mama, my daddy, my sister, my brother, my auntie, you supposed to get some money? No. And that's the problem, especially with a lot of us, right? The family does not want to help build. In other cultures, the family helps build the business, right? Family helps build the business so everybody can eat. And you can get there a lot quicker. But a lot of us are doing things individually because your family is waiting on you to be successful before they jump in and chime in. Some of you have that, but majority of us don't. Majority of us don't have people that are willing to put the work in with you now, because again, they don't see the vision. And most people don't want to celebrate you until you're popular, until you're celebrated by everybody else. And then at that point, it's too late. I had to reality check one of my cousins a couple of weeks ago. Like, don't be on my phone. You got real disrespectful with me, and now you got the nerve to ask me for some money. Like again. And it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing to them. But you pay attention to see everything. He said, don't get that deep with him. Hi, bro. Hey, Crime TV, Sweet STL, Candyman, Shishay, Andy. You said read the comments out. You say, JoJo, I'm talking directly to you today, baby. Hey, that's why I said, when I had these kind of conversations, I'm definitely led. I'm definitely led. And it's early in the day, too. Jenny TV, I'm just grateful to be alive, even though we have no food. And honestly, that's how you remain that way, Jeannie. Because you may not have it this morning, but by this afternoon, you can have all of that, right? And that's the whole point of gratitude. That's the whole point of gratitude. So just keep your faith in your gratitude. I don't know where you are, but it's services out here too, Jeannie, that can help you, especially if you got a family. I don't know what city and state you're calling from, but I hope you get some help. Leon, sure, you can always comment. He said, I play football. What's up, New York? Tapping in and saluting. Brim. I'm gonna be in New York on the 23rd. I'm doing a meet and greet. I need to put it out there. I haven't really put it out there, but I'm gonna be in New York on the. I'm gonna be in Brooklyn on the 20 Sunday. So it's Sunday the 23rd or the 24th. I think Sunday is the 23rd. I think the 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th. No, Sunday is the 24th. So I'm gonna be in Brooklyn on the 24th. I'm gonna put a registration link up. Because I don't want to give out my location or where it's going to be at until you register. So once you register, I'll send you the location. So by tomorrow, or maybe when I come back on later today, I'll put the link up. I'll post it on my page too. So just check for my page. I'm going to put a photo for you all, and I'm going to put the link on there for you to register. So then it's just going to be a link, and you just got to give me your name, your email, and that's it. And then we'll send you the address to the location. So it's going to be Sunday from 1 to 4 in Brooklyn. I'm doing a meet and greet. So anybody that's near New York, in New York, come holler at me. Come holler at me. For some reason, I cannot type on here when I'm on my phone, y'all, on YouTube. So I'm going to make a post in about an hour or two. And then you can register for the link. And then when I come back on later, I also, give you the information. And you can start registering. Thank you, Maribel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, if you want, you could text my business number and then I can send you the link. So if you want to text me right now, you can jot this number down. So 773-253-8668. So text me Brooklyn, and then I know that you want the link to register. So once we have it up, my assistant's working on putting the link together now. So once we had a link up, then we can just send it to you. So you can text me 773-253-8668. 773-253-8668. Okay. So that way, I can just send you the link for those of you all that are interested. Girl, you are too much. Y'all know I am a regular person. When y'all see me, I be rolling. It be funny to me sometimes how y'all be acting, talking to me. I am such the down-to-earth person. Like, I'm book smart and street smart, baby. I'm a hood, baby. I grew up in the hood. I ain't used to this. I'm not no celebrity. Stop it. Come see me. For real. Y'all are funny. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you, Maribel. TikTokers, what y'all got? I should have put just motivate. I put hustle and motivate. We ain't talk about no kind of hustle. Well, y'all, we good. So I love me some Nipsey, baby. Nipsey, may you rest in peace, brother. See you in the next round, baby. See you in the next round. Sam said, and lose your husband, fiance, boyfriend. What? That's the devil stealing your blessings. Products of the environment, intuition of the superpower. Man, need this combo today. Not everyone is meant to go where you going, Goldie. That's just it. This gonna go over everyone around me for this point. Come on. Being who God made, let's roll. You say we on the same thing. I'm not stuck, sis. Period. I get what you saying. 100. Learned the wrong way about people. Me too. Right? Sometimes, and that's why I said don't put that off when you see stuff about people. Don't just let it go and be like, oh, that's just how they are. Or don't think that, oh, well, they just talk about other people. They don't talk about me. Baby, bye. If that same friend is sitting around calling you with gossip all day and every day, they are on the phone with other people gossiping about your behind too. Do not be naive to thinking that, oh, they don't do it to me. Baby, bye. Wait 20 years like I did and let them show you their true colors. Because eventually the true colors do come out. Sometimes it take 20 years. Them day one friends ain't always day one, baby. especially especially when you growing in life and they are not. I'm 42. So I'm 42 years old. I was born June 1981, June 7th, 1981. So I'm an 80s baby. I've always been one of them ride or die kind of friends. So everybody don't got your heart, and that's just what it is. Everybody don't got your heart. And honestly, you learn that too. When in friendships, it's not gonna always be equal, right? You may have some friends that you call on and you talk to about certain things. You may have some people that you go out with. You may have some people that you go out of town with. Friendships are different. But one thing friendships should be, I feel like, is reciprocal. If you're the friend that's always giving, you're the friend that's always picking everybody up, you're the friend that's always, nah, baby, you in the wrong circle. Because that ain't real friendship. Real friendship is reciprocal. All right. I shouldn't have to be the one to always call you. I shouldn't have to be the one to always pick you up and always drive or always pay the bill or you always leaning on me. Like, if you got people always leaning on you and you feeling tired and drained, that was another reason why I was broke. I was helping a bunch of folk. Paying people bills, mortgages, rents, like, baby, bye. Like, nah. God, like, baby, you over here, you doing way too much. Let me pull you together. Let me come pull you up out. Let me come pull you up out of this. Cause you tripping. All right. So it's okay to give. You can't give to everybody, and you can't allow everybody problem to become yours. Because when you an empath, I'm very empathetic. If you somebody that sees something and you immediately cry, they say you a major empath. Like, if it's easy for you to cry, you see something and you emotional, you an empath, right? So when you an empath, you really give. You have to learn. You have to really tap in for that. Because you need real discernment. You can't just give because, oh, this is my friend and they need it. No. Okay. Like, because people play on that. Family even did that. Because we know she gonna do it. And like, hey, every time they need something, they call signs and symbols. He will send you people that will tell you, say that, because everything that you've been through in life and you look back on it, like, damn, he did show me that. I wasn't even paying attention. All right. You say love you and your show. This is a show. I don't respond to negative energy. All positive vibes around here. Let me get back to the tick. You say, right. We man. That's why I say when somebody come on my post with negativity, I be like, baby, that just let me know, baby. Be original clothing. You say, come on, confirmation. Come on. Entrepreneur, let's roll. That's why I said some of it's in us. We had to do what we had to do, man. Gemini twin. You don't get me. You can't get me if you don't get me here. Most of us Gemini. And I have recognized my twin. and wrote Latrice and Peaches. She put Patrice and Peaches. Said hell to the nah, man. Yes. Look at my phone. It's 333, 111, 444, 555. That's all I see now. That's my same every day. Every single day. So when you constantly seeing your numbers, you on the right path. Keep going. Because again, signs and symbols for the conscious mind. All right. When you open up mentally, that's when your whole life changes. That spiritual work, that inside work, open up spiritually, you open up mentally, your whole life changes. Because you see things completely different. We don't walk around you and you get to be one of the chosen, we like to call it. Because you that's why we see come have on here. All right. So I'm not always want to talk about business. I also see what's happening. The world media loves to put my people. All I see is black men and women on the internet arguing all day. But in real life, that is not the reality. Okay, so we got to start having these narratives again, getting out of the worldly thinking and take the blinders off of the mind, the body. You'll see what's happening. You'll see what's being portrayed. You'll see the agendas of the conscious mind. Some people saw that movie and laughed and thought it was a giggle and games. And some of us saw that movie and understood the full message. It all depends where you at mentally. And it's okay. Okay. Who knows? Keep a positive mindset. You say Pastor Stewart in the building? Economic church, y'all. I'm a whole economic church. Goldie, you got me busted up on here. I cannot stand tribe, baby. Nah, he ready.
Yeah. We on something else, baby.
Okay. I'm not stuck. Blink. To hear me. But I'm Patrice